EGM Network.
Treasure Coast Connector. Connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and this episode is partially sponsored by Libby Weissman and her team at Senior Transition Navigator and Luxury Homes of the Treasure Coast. Libby works with seniors and their families. There's a wide range of services she offers, like downsizing, packing, moving, decluttering, relocation, estate sales, and more. For a free consultation, give Libby a call at 772-783-2800. Visit her sites, www.seniortransitionnavigator.com and luxuryhomesofthetreasurecoast.com. So when it comes to protecting what matters most, our homes, cars, health, even our businesses, having the right insurance coverage makes all the difference. And joining me in the studio today is Conrad Williams, and he is a licensed insurance agent with his own agency, Williams Premier Insurance Agency. And Conrad is passionate about helping people navigate the often confusing world of insurance. And he believes in building lasting relationships and tailoring the coverage that is unique to his clients. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Ellen.
Yes,
it's a pleasure.
I'm glad that you are here because insurance is confounding to many of us, okay? And before we get into the specifics, I would like for you to share with people why you wanted to be in the world of insurance and then open up your own agency.
That's a great question, Ellen. Actually, I didn't want to because originally I'm from Jamaica, and for me, insurance had a negative connotation. But in 2008, I lost my business. I was home for a while, started working again with this company in 2010. And every day someone would ask me, do you have an insurance license? Do you have an insurance license? I'm like, what is going on? So I went home one Friday, found a place in New Jersey, paid for the course, did it the weekend, and went and got my license. And now what? And spoke to a couple people. They introduced me to some people, went out and started with a company. And I didn't like what they did, so I got out of the space because it wasn't right what they were doing. Then fast forward a little bit, I went to church one weekend and they had a advertisement for Dave Ramsey. So I went to the 13 weeks financial peace course and I realized that what he's saying, that's what I believed in. So it was an easy transition for me. So then I'm like, well, I'm already licensed. Then what I need to do now is get the investment license so I can truly help the families that I am destined to serve.
Yeah.
So that's how it started for me. And I love what I do. It's about serving people and making a difference. It's not selling anyone. Your question is, why did I start my own agency? Because I wanted to make a difference, not just be somebody who sells insurance. When you work for like companies, you tend to have time limiting when you're having conversations. You need to be, hurry up, get off the call if the person is not going to buy now. So for me, I wanted to serve, slow it down, educate. So when you make a decision, there's really no buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
So ego is, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to close this person right now. Right. It helps. Yeah. It's ego. I did it. But was that the right thing for the family? My philosophy is when I help you and when I see you, I don't need to hide. You need to be coming to me and, hey, Conrad, I've got so-and-so you need to speak with. And then that tells me that I did what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, so it's consultative because
Yes.
you're carrying people through many stages of their life because it's a lot of different types of insurance coverage that you have. So when people are starting out versus when they're retiring, there's things that you're doing to check in with them at each step of the way. So they're validating that where they are now is good, or if something else needs to be done, then you're helping them, but always keeping them protected.
Definitely. most people, because insurance isn't something that they can see, when things get rough, it tends to be the first thing that people drop. But I try my best to educate the families that I serve the importance of it. You know, I read, I think it was about a month ago, here in Vero, some guy ran a light and killed someone. And I think about, does he have a family? Now, if he's the sole breadwinner, what happens to the goals and dreams for that family? So I'm a father. I have 5 kids. I have 1 grandson. My youngest is 15, second year in high school. And we have goals and dreams for him. But if I'm not here, I know the goals and dreams that I have for them
will still be realized
because I value insurance. So I'm not just offering it to family. I typically eat what I try to tell people that they need to have. So I'm not saying you need this and I have something totally different. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. So now, and here, like, this is a great segue because everybody's situation is different. Okay, so you have people, individuals, families, retirees, business owners. So what do you do to make sure that somebody isn't under or even over insured? How do you go about that?
That's a great question, Ellie. So I believe, and most experts that you read, you need to have at least minimum 8 to 10 times your income. So if something happens unforeseen, then that money coming into the household, being invested, let's say even 7, 8%, 9% rate of return, the income is coming back into the household. Now, the insurance payout doesn't bring mom or dad back, but it eases the pain. Because then, just imagine if the husband is the breadwinner and the wife is a stay-at-home mom, and something like that happened. What is she going to do? But with paying a small amount for a premium and getting the insurance policy payout, you invest that, the income comes back. You don't have to move, go live with family members. Kids go here, mom goes here, this one goes there.
So disruptive.
It's a disruption to the family that actually can be prevented. We all have to make sacrifices, I say, if we need to achieve our goals or want to do something. So sacrifices are important. And I'll never forget, I met with this young lady years ago, and she had 1 child, and I was talking to her, and I'm like, you're paying for the cable, you're paying for your phone, but you don't see that your child, if something happens to you, she's like, well, my mom will take her, but your mom isn't working. What is going, should that truly materialize? What would happen to the child? So I'm always educating the families that I serve, the importance of it, that yes, things are tight for everyone across the board, Ellen, but to me, that is...
But you want to sleep at night.
Exactly.
I have insurance for everything that I need, right? However, I never want to make a claim because that means something went wrong.
Exactly.
But at least I know that it's there in the background,
Yes. Peace of mind for me is priceless. So I don't have to worry about that. Yes. And that's perfect what you said. Most people is like, well, I don't want to do it because what if something happens?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the reason why you shouldn't do it, because you're saying if I protect myself, then something is going to happen to me. I don't look on it like that, but to each his own.
Yeah.
Your second part of your question was about older folks. For older folks, what I say is that insurance isn't something that's permanent. I think if you're in a financial position where you're self-insured, unless you want to leave something to a charity, a foundation or something, you don't have to have it if you're self-insured.
Okay.
For business people, over-insuring, I think the money can be used someplace else. Because, for example, if you're making $1 million a year, do you truly need more money, right? So you're covering the income. But then what if nothing happens? The extra that you're paying for, the extra coverage, you can invest that or put it in the bank and just have it stay there. Something happens, then you have that money. But I believe in just protecting everything, like you said. Most times the car is protected, but the driver of the car is not protected.
Yeah.
We can always go buy a new car, buy a part if something is wrong with the car. But last time I checked, there's no place that you can go buy a limb, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's not available, not even on Amazon. and I kid, but now myths and misunderstandings with insurance, they are, rife. They're all over the place. So what do you hear that are things that you would like to clarify and clear up for people, misunderstandings about insurance?
The biggest one that I get is the fear, as I was just alluding to earlier. They figure that if they get a policy, something is going to happen to them, especially on the life side.
Yeah.
But I just think protecting your family should be a priority. And superstition is superstition, right? I'm not really sure how you get around the superstition with someone.
Yeah.
But I always empathize and with them, hey, I understand where you're coming from with that. But over time, I think protecting your family is going to make sense. So they may be a little bit cautious or hesitant initially, but I think if you explain and educate to them that, yes, but what if it doesn't happen?
Right.
Right. And as you said earlier, we want to protect we want to pay, but we actually don't really want to make a claim. And that's where the second piece of it comes in, making sure that you're not just having a huge insurance policy that you're relying on, but you're having some type of investment that goes with it. So that's kind of what I talk to them about, just making sure that everything is actually protected, not just having an insurance policy. Because at the end of the day, if nothing happens, you can't take the policy to Walmart or wherever you're going to go and say, hey, I need some grocery. You need money.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. So before we cut to commercial break, I would like for you to tell people how, for the people that are listening on the radio and the podcasts, how they can get in touch with you.
My phone number, my cell phone number actually is 954-812-0731. 954-812-0731. The website is williamspremieragency.com. williamspremieragency.com. And you could shoot me a text, and I'm on the show today, and I'm offering a complimentary checkup. So if you have a plan and you're not sure, you could always just shoot me a text message, and I can call you back, and I could look at what you have, no strings attached.
Very good. I appreciate that a lot. And with that, Conrad and I have a lot more to discuss. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
When you're sick of stomping bugs and repulsed by rats, call Sandpiper Pest Control. Put those pests to rest permanently. Sandpiper's been here for over a quarter century, saving Floridian homes and businesses from the horror of house rats, the creepiness of cockroaches, and the terror of termites. And because we live here too, we do it responsibly. For your pests with more than 2 legs, call Sandpiper Pest Control.
If you dream of creating a home that embodies sophisticated island living, visit Sunshine Furniture now during our 50% off Tommy Bahama and Lexington Fall Home event. Bedroom, living and dining room, home office, media, and occasional pieces, Tommy Bahama furniture is distinctive and unique, yet inviting and comfortable, and is all 50% off. We're also having a floor sample closeout sale on outdoor furniture where you can save up to half price on selected closeout patio sets from Berlin Garden, Kingsley Bait, Brown Jordan, Telescope, and others. Chaises, chairs, sofas, love seats, dining sets, and fire pits, all built to withstand the Florida elements, and we specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, outdoor lamps, and rugs. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales center directly across the street for the best deals anywhere. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and come in now for the 50% off Tommy Bahama Fall sale.
Blue Dolphin Pools. strives to provide quality service with a well-trained staff in the field and in the office. They want you to know that your pool or spa investment means much more to them than just another account. They believe you have entrusted them with your investment, and they'll do their best to see that it stays in top condition. Blue Dolphin Pool has been in business over 35 years, setting them apart from the competition. Residential or commercial, Blue Dolphin will keep you in the swim. 567-5853.
Welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and I'm with Conrad Williams of Williams Premier Insurance Agency. We're diving right back into this conversation about insurance. And, you know, we hear about the big companies, nationwide insurance companies, and you know, everything has its place. But you are here on the Treasure Coast. You are local. So I'd like for you to share how it is that you serve the people in the community.
The way I serve the people in the community actually is the approach. There's no time limit in which I have to speak to you, meaning I can only talk to you for 5 minutes and then I have to go to take the next call.
Right. If it was a call center type situation, yeah,
right.
That's frustrating.
Yep. I want to get your questions answered. I want, when we're finished, you know exactly what the next steps will be, whether it's something I'm going to do for you or it's somebody else that you need to get to help you. Mm-hmm. Because I can't help everyone. There are things that I can do and things that I can't do. And they come to me, Ellen, and I'm going to tell them exactly that. I can help you here, but you need somebody else over here because what the questions that you have. Mm-hmm. Because not everything is insurance related. I may be speaking to someone and they have tax questions. I don't do taxes, and I'm not going to pretend that I know how to do it. So I'm going to consult in my field, and then I'm going to tell them, you need to speak to an accountant over here to get some clarity here before we do anything, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that I'm doing a great job for them, because we're talking about family's future and potentially generational wealth. So you want to make sure that the foundation that you're laying, just like building a house, you'll never see the roof on before the foundation. Right. So we have to lay a solid foundation. The foundation to me is the protection that you're setting up where just in case if something happens, the family's not left destitute.
Well, wonderful. Now, the insurance coverage that you offer, it's a wide range. So why don't you tell everybody about the insurance coverage?
So for the insurance coverage that I offer is we do health insurance. We do life insurance. We also help the kids with college plan. So if you have goals and dreams for your kid, a newborn, as long as there's a social security number, we can help them. So that way you can start putting away just a small amount or whatever it is that you have. So we're helping every stage. Under 65, you get to 65, we also do Medicare. So we're here, we can help answer any questions that you have about the confusing story of Medicare.
Yeah, Cindy is laughing, shaking her head, the show producer. Yeah, it is very confusing. And I was even talking about my husband, and, you know, he's on Medicare and everything. And sometimes you just don't know what to do, where to go, and it's not easy. And then, of course, because my next question is like looking ahead with trends in insurance and technology, policy changes, things like that. AI chats, you know, people are sick and tired of, they think they're talking to a person and then it's AI, but that doesn't happen with you.
No, when they call, they're going to be speaking to a real person. And that's what I love, because I hate calling somewhere, press 1, press 2. And then you have to, you press and then you think you're speaking to someone and it's not a real person. So what I don't like for myself, I don't do that to people. So you call me, you're going to get me. Yes, I may be helping somebody else, or the other staff may be helping someone. So you may get a voicemail. But if you leave a message, we will call you back, or you send us a text. We're going to respond to you, because we are not rushing to get off the phone with this person so we could go get the next call, because this one may not be going anywhere. That's not our policy. We want to take enough time with you so we understand what it is that you're looking for and make sure that you're comfortable with the decisions that you're making, because I think an educated consumer is the best consumer.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, is there anything coming up with insurance that you would like to just share to educate people to be aware of? Are there any major changes happening with anything, or?
Well, there's some things that you're thinking about or talking about using AI for underwriting, maybe speeding up the underwriting process. I've read about that, but I'm not really sure how that's going to be implemented. So with that said, I recommend that whomever you're speaking with, if you're getting a policy, you want to understand the process, because you don't want AI to make a decision and then that's not truly the right decision. I'm going to tell you why I say that. I have a client in Indiantown that just lost her coverage, and we have to send them proof that she lost the coverage. We sent the proof in, and it shows the day she started the job and the last day on the job. But there was a dash in between the dates. And they denied her, saying that, well, they don't have anything conclusive that she had coverage. So we had to go back to her employer and have them remove the dash. So I asked, was a human looking on this? Because the last time I checked, anywhere you go, if there's a dash between two dates, it shows you started here and it ended.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yes. So 1 month we're going back and forth
over a dash.
Oh
my goodness. Right.
But at least she was protected. So they, with the new letter that we sent, they said, okay, she's good because it shows that she had coverage. Yeah. To me, that was crazy. So yes, technology is good, but there's always pros and cons to everything.
Yes. So we're going to switch gears because you love public speaking. You love to get on a stage in front of hundreds of people, and it doesn't bother you at all. Public speaking, people fear that more than death and taxes.
I've heard that all the time.
So now you don't fear public speaking because you did it one time. You faced it head on through Toastmasters. So if you could share a little bit about Toastmasters and how it helps people in their life in general, career, business.
Toastmasters was started 100 years ago.
Yeah.
In California, and simply because Dr. Smedley wanted to empower young men to be able to speak. I remember like it was yesterday, Ellen. It was actually 22 years ago. I stood in front of a class to give a presentation, and I'm not sure if I said anything. The instructor said, you need Toastmasters. So for 17 years, I didn't get the opportunity to go because what the clubs, the times that they were having.
Yep, you got 60 seconds to tell us.
The times that they were having, I couldn't go. But when I moved to Port St. Lucie, I found a club and I joined the club, and I'm telling you, it was the best decision I've made. So if you're out there, you're nervous, you want to develop self-confidence, please give me a call, 954-812-0731, and I can answer any questions you have about that. We have a club. It's called Port St. Lucie Speakers Toastmasters Club. Been on the Treasure Coast for 32 years. So I'd love to help you with any questions you have about Toastmasters, because I believe every one of us, we have a message. I cannot deliver your message, only you can. So if you develop the confidence, you will be able to deliver the message that was given to you.
Yeah, and I've been sitting in this chair. Cindy says we have 60 seconds. I'm sitting in this chair for over 6 years now because of Toastmasters. If it wasn't for Toastmasters, I would not have had the confidence to be here to help people like you to get your message across to everybody on the Treasure Coast. So, but what I want to say first is thank you so very much for being here, because insurance is not easy for people to understand. You are a real person here on the Treasure Coast. You said your phone number, and it's Williams Premier Insurance Agency.com.
Yes.
Right. Okay. And they can talk to you. Okay. And what I want to say to everyone else that is listening and watching, Libby Weissman, Senior Transition Navigator.com, Luxury Homes of the Treasure Coast.com. She wants to help you too. And until next week, my name is Ellen Contreras, host of Treasure Coast Connector. I miss you already.